YouTube, start video transmission. Video is being transmitted, and we're just gonna wait on YouTube for a few seconds here as well. So, yeah, what a fancy setup, huh?
Yeah.
It's like ages.
So you're gonna start, or you're gonna...
I'm gonna start. Okay, so it's already live. So hey guys, welcome back to Box Mining. As you can see, I'm in a special location. So I'm actually in Hong Kong. We have two special guests here as well. This took a long time because this is the fanciest setup ever. We have actually two cameras. Just to prove it's two cameras, I'll shove my face here so you guys can tell. But this will make things seem a little bit cooler. So we're in the same room. The background is real. It is Hong Kong. And the cool thing is that we're all in very close a very close location. So this is the kind of the best things about Hong Kong projects. We're all in very, very close location. In fact, we're just like one floor down. I can review your office location, right? It's one floor down.
Should be okay.
It's just one floor down. It's just a one floor down. So today we have two special guests. So I'll just do a little quick intro first. This is Nick from Refinable, the most handsome guy, and we need some.
Thank you.
Nick, Refinable NFTs, I think, definitely.
We already do have a couple.
Yeah. And then, oh yes, Yuen, we also have Yuen from Labs, and Labs,
Hi,
you guys
everyone.
know, is doing property projects, and it's going to be pretty good. So there's a huge partnership announcement that they're going to announce today as well. And I guess we'll start off by just a chat, right? I guess you guys have been in space. I guess I'm going to get Yuen some light first, okay? I'm going to get Yuen
Yeah, but I'm not very happy because Michael said that he's the most handsome, right? So
You only say it when you don't mean it.
Oh man.
oh, sorry, I made a box, stuck in his. It's okay. I'm the second, second is fine.
Okay.
It's never a competition. It's all subjective.
But okay, so starting off with property stuff, right? Because we've been in crypto for a while, and property is becoming one of the ways to get a lot of access to diversify, especially property around the world. So I guess Yuen, can you start with your story? I guess getting people who are in crypto and they're property curious. All right, how would you start your story and talk about everything here?
Yeah, like what Michael has said, right? Investment is always about managing your risk, managing your portfolio and all this, right? So in every investment, you should have a real estate, inside it. Yeah. So that's how we see it. And when we look at the real estate investment, there are some pain points that we should resolve here. So one of them is the illiquidity, right? You know that if you buy a house, apartment, it's very hard to liquidate that, immediately without giving out a big discount and all this. So that is a big problem. And we look at blockchain. Certainly, we can fractionize it, right? So that's one good solution. And another pain point of real estate investments, right, is the high involvement cost, be it the initial investment or the maintenance of your investment, right? So with blockchain, again, we can resolve all this here. So that's how we got into this. We look at the pain points and we look at blockchain. How can blockchain disrupt this sector and make it better? Yeah.
I think so, and I think this has been discussed for a while, right? And I think there was a comment back here earlier that says, one of the buildings behind us will be owned by crypto investors. And I think that's gonna happen, right? This is gonna happen. This is it's an opportunity in Hong Kong as well. I think it's a situation where real estate is one of the primary markets of Hong Kong. The government makes most of their money just selling land.
Stamp duties.
Stamp duties, man. In fact, just behind me. So I'll show you behind me. Like these those flats are super expensive. The one that looks like a pair of pants, that one is like super expensive. The pants building is like, it's ridiculous. And this is a situation where I do have to confess, I did look at property a little bit, and it's like really out of reach for a lot of people, right? So talking about this technology thing here is you're having an opportunity to fractionalize this, right? Or not just fractionalize, but kind of like diversify into different places. And the first one that's happening right now. So right now there's a NFT that you're doing right now. Do you want to talk a little bit about that opportunity right now?
Sure. This is a very exciting project for us, obviously, for Labs Group. So basically, we are taking an entire resort, near Bali, and we'll tokenize that entire resort with NFT, right? So basically, we're issuing quite a number of NFT, 365 in total, each representing a specific day of the year, so that we can ensure people are staying right, so it is a better version of timeshare, So, the old timeshare industry has a very bad reputation, right? You get to buy the membership, you won't get to stay because they will always tell you, it's not available, blah, 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 and all this, and try to get more money out of you. But with blockchain, we make it, transparent and all this, full accountability, full trackability, yeah. So all this make it much better. So we think that with
Hang on,
this,
it seems like the stream has been frozen. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so for me, I'm alive. All right, Yuen is stuck. He's stuck being handsome. This is your stuck face. Poor Yuen. All right, apologies everyone. So technical issues. I think it's because of some cabling issues. But thanks for chat for telling us that, because that is always great. I'm just gonna replug my.
Should we just move your camera back and then just use one
Just give me
camera?
1 second. All right, it should be fine. All right, Yuen, say hi, wave.
Hello.
Prove that you're alive. Prove you're alive.
can you guys see me now?
Yes. Okay, so you can hear him talk. So apologies for talking about that. So you're saying that, okay, so moving back, I think I'm just gonna relay a little bit of experience as well. I think timeshare definitely does have a bad rep because a lot of times, I think I had an experience being sold on timeshares before. It was in Disneyland, actually, surprisingly. There's a Disney timeshare.
Yeah, of course.
And they'll promise you, like amazing vacation time, and something, you can smell some things going out, right? And I think that's the bad reputation that's being given by the timeshare kind of model, right? Where you go on a vacation, you're enticed by a nice place, but the problem is, of course, either profits or the booking is just never available when you ever want it. So what are you guys doing? So you're turning every day into a different NFT.
Yes, that's correct. So we make it into a 30 years entitlement. So not only we share the profit back rewards with all the NFT holders, we can, because with the NFT technology, we can design and allocate special incentive, special privileges onto each NFT. So that's the beauty of it. Yeah. So that's why we call it rewarding timeshare, our RTS NFT. Yep.
Yes. So we had a question from Night School. So why is this better than Labs? I think they're probably confused by what you're doing and how this is a Labs product, right? So this is something that Labs is putting out. But at the same time, how is it different? Like how does Labs work in conjunction with these NFTs? How does that work?
So Labs token is basically a Labs ecosystem token. Yep. Yeah, so Micah is asking me to look at the camera.
Look slightly at the camera. So that way you.
So basically, Labs is our ecosystem token, right? So every project that come on board, we will generate returns out of these projects, be it like a fund manager, fund management fee, transaction fees, onboarding fees, success fees, what have we? So all this profit generated, we'll use this to buy back Labs token from the open market and then redistribute to all the Labs token stakers. In that way, we keep the ecosystem growing. So that's the difference. Yeah.
So this is like an NFT issued by Labs. So basically, the NFT itself represents a day, right? So it'll be like January the 1st, right? If you want to celebrate New Year's or you're drunk hungover from New Year's, you need that room right now, right? So you party hard, or so you can choose particular dates like December 31st, January the 1st. So you can choose that date, and if you own that NFT, you own that date. Right, and then of course, if you're not, so there's two options, right? So if I hold the NFT, right? So what happens? I get the right to live there, and if I don't want to stay there this year, what happens?
Yeah. So the beauty of this is, if you don't want to stay on that day or that night, you can let your loved one stay on behalf, or your friends or your close contact, or you can even swap it with someone, right, on other days. Yeah. So that's the beauty of it. The thing that I really like about this project is, or really like about blockchain, is the creativity right? You can use a lot of creativity in designing programs, projects, and all this. So that's why we came up with this, what we think is a groundbreaking, game-changing project here, products.
Yeah, I just fill in a little bit. I mean, full disclosure, I'm investors in both projects, both labs and Refinable, and I think this is something that. So I've been talking to Yuen about this for a while. I've been actually grilling him really hard about this, right? Because at the end of the day, property plays have been around for a while in crypto, but none of them super successful because they just didn't have the opportunity, right? And I think this is like the correct application of NFT. I think this is why this interview is like completely covering so it's just like so I saw some questions like Coca-Cola asking if this is live or not. Yes, this is a live interview. This is my usual live stream time, and I chose to really just focus on labs and focus on Refinable on this event because it's such an important breakthrough. I think. Like I know you hear this a lot, right? You hear this like a lot. Everyone's trying to make their projects. They're trying to make something important, but this is a situation where it's already a resort that's being offered. The NFT structure is very, very new and novel, and it kind of completely really disrupts what's this kind of idea of timeshare and ownership. Now it's called the reward. What's it called again?
Rewarding timeshare.
Rewarding
remember.
timeshare.
RTS.
It's a much better version than the
RTS.
traditional
RTS.
timeshare. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a case where it's very. I think it definitely takes at least how I downplay all the words, but it definitely takes a leap into what's happening. So now obviously these NFTs, they're not just going to be on the Labs platform, but they're going to be on
Refinable.
Yes. So how's that going to work? So what's going to be happening here? So what's Refinable's role here?
Yeah, so Refinable is really going to come in as a marketplace to really contain, to help, the labs team to create, to trade, to discover, as well as to leverage their NFTs. I think this is something that we really talk about a lot of the times when we're just starting out. And so it's super exciting for us to work with the labs team because they're really forward thinking and sort of imagining, hey, what can NFTs really be used for in the retail application space? And so we always talk about, say, redemption, for membership, for tradability, for trackability. And I gave a speech yesterday with some fellow team members, and essentially we were saying in the old timeshare, you have to track a lot of how the overhead, who owns what day, and there's a lot of sort of manual overhead that has to be done. But with NFTs, you can really just automate a lot of these items and just make it a greater experience for everyone, for the resort owner, for the operator, for the hotel guests as well. So I think this is something that is really forward thinking, and we love to really showcase, what the power of NFT really is. Beyond just visual art, digital art, I think that's a fantastic first phase for NFTs, and it's really coming to a stage where we have a lot of maturation coming in. And so now it's really about, what else can we do for NFTs to really stimulate the imagination of what is possible with this new technology. So that's why we're super exciting.
And I'll say that to Nick, everyone here as well. So I've been talking to Nick a lot about NFTs, about Refinable. Obviously, it is really growing purpose into the NFTs, right? I think NFTs, this year, there's been a lot of demonstration of the power of NFTs. We see that with the art, and I think almost every single business in Hong Kong has an NFT project now. I think that's the great and the bad thing, right? But we're getting flooded with lots of, here's a collectible. But now this is like a real solid asset, right? This is something that is real tangible, something backing an NFT. And I think this is the start of using it for its true potential. Because at the end of the day, if it can't be linked with something, then that's the hard part. So that's being traded. So what's going to happen? So how is this launch going to be launched? Like if people are interested in this, the property itself is. Can you talk a little bit about the property itself that's first being launched here, Yuen?
Yeah. So the property is located in Bangwangi. It's somewhere near Bali. It is a very interesting concept. It's called glamping, glamorous camping. Okay, this is something new to me, but it's really, really very good. You should go there and find your spiritual self, right? Yeah, and meditate. I know it's hard for crypto investors because every few hours you need to check on CMC or CoinGecko, right? But you need certain days to just relax. Yeah. So it is a very nice resort with 15 rooms and one suite. Yeah. We spoke to the Gravity Resort, which is the developer and manager of that resort. Very interesting concept. Very nicely, you can check out on our website. I think you'll be impressed. So it is 70% completed already, and by end of the year, you will be ready for a soft launch, an official launch in February 2022. So not that we are quite near the completion, so everything is okay, and we have done all the due diligence. We have done all the what do you call the feasibility study, variation reports, and we have also conducted the site visit. So peace of mind, everyone.
So who's been there? Have you been there? Is it?
No, we send our partners there actually, to
Okay.
check,
Right,
because
right.
one thing, another pain point of real estate investment for everyday investor is how to conduct the due diligence, who to trust, right? So
Because I would love to conduct due diligence. For you. I'll be there for a month. I need to make sure.
okay,
Quality
a month,
assurance,
yeah,
quality
just
assurance.
just buy 30 days of the NFT. Yeah. Thank you, Michael.
I would love to site visit. I love Bali. Traveling around there is great. So let me bring up a photo of this resort because obviously you guys have a nice website for it. I'm gonna have to bring up. Let me see, window capture, ad source. This is different from my my normal stream setup. So I would like. I'll have to apologize for the black screen for you guys right here. Alright, is everything okay there as well? Alright, okay. Oh no, later. Okay, never mind. I don't think I can do it. Nope.
Check out this link here below.
Check out this link here below, guys. Yeah, I think Mac has a security setting that I can't show you guys the resort, but
That's fine, yeah.
I'll send the link to the chat right now. But it is a situation like. Okay, so you check the site, you check the location. How much is it actually?
Yeah, so the variation report that we have done with our is conducted by a professional company that does this. Yeah, so it's called GCA. They are a Hong Kong lease co. Really professional and all this. So the full variation we got is 3.6 million. So we are only doing each NFT starting at 9999 USDT. So really at base cost. So we'll let the market decide the final price.
So that's $10,000.
Yes,
Okay.
precisely. And special thanks to Nick, because when we first discussed about this project, we said, hey, we can't base it on BNB,
Yeah.
What if BNB, fluctuate during the day, right? Or throughout the week and all this. So because our value is pegged to the traditional world. So we come to Nick and say, can you please do USDT? They were like, let us think. And finally, they gave us a very, very satisfactory answer. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually we just finished one of the implementations, so we're almost ready to release it over the weekend. So this is something that's very exciting for us. We're going to allow a lot of pegging of your settlement deals into other currencies as well. So I think this is one of the best examples that we can showcase this thing, and so that we can help you guys with raising in stablecoins instead of just BNB or other fluctuating currencies.
Yeah, I look at him, is reminded me of that song, right? How can I survive without you?
It's symbiotic, work together. I think
There's way too much bromance.
I mean, it's true. I mean, right now at NFTs, a lot of people like digital art. There's so much marketing going on, but I think this is so interesting because there's a lot of building going on. This is really about the technology of the NFTs, highlighting what the features and functionalities are possible. So I think that's why it's like so interesting for us to really partner on this. It's sort of in our own ethos on showcasing what other NFTs are capable of, and this is so perfect for Refinable or just like the NFT industry as a whole.
Yeah, and also like blockchain is all about partnership, right? Like we are talking about a real estate, a very traditional world, and yet the largest asset class, worth over 200 trillion USD. So we need to get in together and try to change the world for the better, to encourage financial inclusion and all this. Old rich, now we need to be the new rich together. Yeah.
It is true. I think getting property is a very old rich game. I guess just to say like the Pants building there, I had a comment from Angela there. I guess how much apartment building is in Pants building, and it's like it's literally gonna cost you like 3 to 4 million for a small 400 square foot apartment there. If you want like 1,000 square foot apartment, I think you're looking at like 8 to 9 million USD. Like that's.
Should we work together to tokenize the whole building?
That should be the eventual goal, right? But I think that's a sad part about the way, at least for Hong Kong. Like Hong Kong property prices are through the roof, right? So it's almost like some property prices are like $4,000 per square foot.
Yeah.
It's like 4,000 US per
Crazy.
square foot, right? It's ridiculous here. So I guess this is where you can look at the newer opportunities that are going here. So it's not so right now you're playing at something that is newer. It's newer development. When is it going to be open? So this is like post-COVID plans, right? So when is it opening up? What's going to happen? When are we going to stay there? You know, are we going to have a crypto party there? Is that our objective?
Yeah, that's one of our dreams, right? And we'll make it into a reality, right? So by end of the year, the resort will be fully open, yeah. And we know that some parts of Southeast Asia are actually opening up, like Phuket and all this. Yeah. So Phuket is also another area that we're looking at. We have started our discussion with other property developers. So now we have Cambodia, Japan. What have we? Zimbabwe, and then what else? Phuket. Yeah, like what you just said.
Okay, so I guess concluding this up here. So, if people are interested in this property, how do they get access to it? Like, is it going to be on? Like, how do they get? How do they know more about it?
Yeah. So the same old thing. Follow our social channels and all this. And remember, on the 15th of July. Okay, 15th of July, which is basically next week. You can find all our NFT on auction on Refinable. Remember. So this is a very important man here, to me at least. So we will do all the auction. It will be over 2 weeks. So the first day we'll auction off all the January NFT. That means 31 of them. And also on the last day, we would let the winner of that naming rights. So that person or that winner will have the right to name the resorts. Yeah. So maybe you can call it box mining resorts if he's supportive enough, or we can call it Refinable, NFT resorts. Or maybe Binance, hey CZ, are you there? Or even Tron and all this, yeah. So that's the fun part, yeah.
That's interesting. I'm thinking of the most ridiculous names. So I guess guys, put the most ridiculous names like.
Obviously, we have the TNC, right? Yeah, subject to approval.
Like big bags, big crypto bags resort. It's only for the big crypto bag holders.
Big bags resort.
Tron FTW.
Yeah.
FTX can sponsor this.
Yeah, FTX.
Or maybe Satoshi, can place a bid and we call it Bitcoin.
Satoshi.
Is he still there? Michael, tell us.
Box mining resort. Disney World. All right, guys. So I think that's it for today's stream. I'd like to thank everyone here. This is our first time streaming here, but you can expect a little bit more information coming from everyone. I know that there's a lot of people that are talking about who's developing during or doing stuff during this time, and I can tell you guys, these two guys are both working hard, and I've been in the background, so. I'm very familiar with these few offices that are here. I've been coming here like once or twice a week to say hi to these guys. And I think this is something that I really want to do, which is to show people what is being developed right now. Because I feel like, yes, in this market, tokens and especially it's tough, right? It's not an easy market to be in, especially if you don't know what's happening with someone. Or a project, it's hard. So for me, I guess I have the advantage of being able to come here and bust people's asses. Like, yo, Nick, what the hell, man? And then just rage. But he's working his ass off. I think Nick has a lot more white hairs.
A lot more white hairs.
A lot more white hairs. In fact, more than I have. And
handsome jeans.
But yeah, guys. So thank you guys so much for coming here. I'd love to hear some questions as well if you guys have. We got Mark Carter's Big Boy Pants building, Big Boy Pants resorts.
Big boy pants.
Big boy pants. I think
Put on big boy pants.
We're all wearing that today. This market's been rough.
Okay. One thing I do want to say is I think Labs is still doing the timeshare auction, but on Refinable, just to complement this entire sort of auction period, we're also going to host a design competition. So for those that might not have the $10,000 to really start bidding on these auctions, and you guys can participate in our design competition, which is basically a summer-themed avatar. So for people that can't go to the resort, perhaps you guys can snag one of these cool avatars up. And then, for example, the person there's gonna be one lucky draw winner that might win a February 29 timeshare rights NFT. So in case you cannot bid, you might want to try your hands at our design competition to really get some avatars and cool things that you can set as your profile pictures to really symbolize what traveling means. And in this COVID time period, I think that's quite apt. So that's something that's quite exciting for our community to look forward to as well.
I think so, and I think like just to explain the situation here, like Hong Kong, we're stuck in a very, very tiny location, right? Like this is like you pretty much here you can see pretty much like half of Hong Kong, all right? And right now, like we can't really leave because if you want to come back, it's gonna be like 2 weeks. So I think the best thing we can is to dream of a vacation, and that's
Put it as your profile picture.
Put it as a profile picture. So that's what this is for. This is what this is inspired from. It's inspired by the people trapped in Hong Kong right now as current plan.
Yeah, exactly.
So some people are asking about the plants. These plants are really cool. Are these even real? But anyways. We have a
They don't
plant
need
thing.
to
We have a plant thing going on my channel. I have a whole farm right now. It's Box the Farmer with my plant. So Box Plant is legit. He's got more followers than
Box the Farmer.
Box Plant. Box Plant is an actual.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Twitter for my plant.
Oh, awesome.
People are doing Twitters for the dogs. I'm doing like a Twitter for my plant.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, follow Box Plant.
Box
Follow
Plant.
So that's my show for today. Box Plant, guys. Follow Box Plant on Twitter. You're gonna be surprised. Box Plant knows how to pick those goddamn DeFi projects. He's a DeFi Chad. Box Plant is a DeFi freaking Chad, man. That's the way it is. He has like infinite knowledge, right? And you know these are not his children. These are fake. You want real.
Scam.
Yeah, it's shame. But anyways, guys, so guys, thank you guys so much for coming in today. It's obviously like we said, I saw a comment earlier. Let me just have a comment here. Ghost of GG says, I think we're looking for a capitulation dump and then resuming. I think we're all looking for that too. So it is a rough time. It's hard. There's a lot of obviously these few months has not been good for the crypto markets overall, but development-wise, I think this is a great time to develop, ironically. So it's a situation where, I think Nick and Yuen are both in really good spirits. I've seen both their offices. I'll do an office tour sometime. I think that'll be quite convenient. We'll show you guys the entire office and do a tour and to see what's going on. I mean, yeah, yeah. I think it's kind of funny as I was just laughing, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh, because I did a video with Nick here before, right? And they're like, oh, the background's fake, Michael. Like I can't believe you're one of those people that have like a fake background. So just to end the stream off here, I'm gonna just like move out of frame to show you guys it is a real background. I'll move my camera up there so you can see that's real Nick.
I can pinch him.
You can pinch him. That's real Nick.
Just phase into the background.
All right, let me get my camera out. So that's that is the pants building area over there.
What a nice day today.
Okay, so let me just so that pants building. That's Kowloon side. All right, that's Nick's face. That's Yuen's face, and then that's we'll see here. That's Hong Kong side over there. So that's the IFC. So that's looking at Hong Kong side. That's looking at Kowloon side. Both sides are extremely expensive. That's actually like the tallest building in Hong Kong, actually. Yeah. Fun fact.
IFC.
ICC. So alright guys, so I guess we'll do a selfie here. Let me see. We'll do a selfie. Alright guys. Alright, so we'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for chatting.
See ya.